prayers for peace echoing inside St. Vladimir Ukrainian Catholic Church.
This began as a prayer service, and that's really, as you see people filing in, probably hundreds of people coming in tonight to a very small church in Flint, Michigan, to pray for peace.
Dr. Mykola Bartkiv is a first-generation American and still has family in Ukraine. He says his father organized this candlelight vigil, uniting area Ukrainians and their supporters.
It's an emotional event, but the other emotion is the awe that I have of the people who aren't just Ukrainian, just human beings and members of this world community speaking out against the injustice.
Congressman Dan Kildee coming from our nation's capital to take part, emphasizing the worldly consequences of what's happening overseas.
This is not something that's just happening far away on the other side of the planet. This is a danger to the whole world. If we don't stop Putin now, we don't know what's next. We can't afford to fail to heed the lessons of history.
Kildee introduced bipartisan legislation that would allow the U.S. government to seize sanctioned Russian oligarch assets and use them to the benefit of the Ukrainians.
Putin himself, he has stolen that money for decades. Enough is enough. And we're going to take his own resources to rebuild what he has ruined.
The sanctions where they stand right now, do you think they will be enough in the long term?
I think they have to be stronger. I think we have to cut off anyone who is trying to buy oil or natural gas from Russia.
He believes in supporting the military action on the ground to try to save lives in Ukraine. And many praying tonight hope the U.S. will flex its military muscle and help bring an end to the Russian invasion.
You ask yourself how more people have to die and be courageous and have these brave stories before the world steps in physically and stops this.
Reporting in Mount Morris Township, I'm Kendall Keys.